Hi friends, welcome to our channel Education Hub. Here we are trying to give you the lectures or videos related to your important topic. Today I am giving you just like that one. Before starting, I have to tell you to like our videos, share, and don't forget to like and share. And those who are newcomers to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and press the bell button to get the notification of all future. Today, we are giving some lectures on all the mathematical formulas of CBSE Class 10. Why that? Because your exam is coming very soon, and within a one video, if you get all the formulas in your grip, that will be better for you. So let's start for your chapter 1, that is the real number. Now here, the natural number, what is called natural number, what is called whole number, integer, negative number, positive number, these all are described here, as well as what is rational number, which can be given by P by Q order. Irrational, just like some root over, which you cannot represent by P by Q order. What is real number? That is all rational and irrational numbers. And very important, Euclid's division number, that is a equal to bq plus r, where ab are the positive integers and r must be in between 0 to b. If r equal to 0, then b is a divisor of a. These all are important formulas for your first chapter. So please go through it once, and it will be beneficial for you before going to exam hall. Once you just go through the all formulas. Therefrom, if you remember the formulas, you can able to solve the all problems. So it will be in your grip if you follow this video. Don't skip it, otherwise you cannot able to get all the formulas. So I think right now it is clear to you for chapter 1, real number, which formulas or which types of numbers or terms is important to listen. Now come to the second chapter for the polynomial expression. Now for polynomial expression, you can represent s of x as an plus multiplied by x to the power n plus an minus 1 x to the power n minus 1 an minus 2 x to the power n minus 2. Ultimately, you will get once a0 x to the power 0. These are the polynomial expression where an minus 1, these are the constant and real number. Is also called coefficient of the polynomial expression. And n is termed as the degree of that polynomial. Now here, if s of x equal to 0, then you can say this is 0th root of this polynomial. And you can able to get the remainder of theorem there if px equal to the divisor of x minus a. Now in third chapter, the related notes, the related formula is not there, so I am not giving there. I skip that. Now come to the chapter 4, quadratic equation. Now here the terms quadratic polynomial, quadratic equation, root of quadratic equation, and condition of real roots we are discussing here. The quadratic polynomial, you know, that is ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0, is our quadratic polynomial. And now ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 when it becomes the quadratic equation. Now the root of the quadratic equations is, for a constant, suppose alpha, a alpha square plus b alpha plus c equal to 0. If the root is positive, real roots, the b square minus 4ac is always greater than 0. Now come to the chapter 5, that is Arithmetic Progress. For AP, the sequence is maintained in such a way that if the two consecutive number we are discussing, then these two successive numbers difference must be constant. For an example, first one is A, then next one A plus D, then the next one A plus 2D. See here, always the difference between these numbers is D. A plus D, that is difference is D. Next one, A plus 2D, difference is D. Now come to the chapter 6, Triangle. There, congruence is one of the most important. If all the figures, size and shape is same, then we are telling it's congruence. For triangle, if the all sides as well as all the our triangles are same, then we will call it triangle congruence. CPCT, if all the angles are of a triangle come in between the corresponding parts of two congruent triangle, then it will be called CPCT. These are the important for chapter 6. Now, I have to tell you, those are very important formula for every chapter. I jot down it for you. So, go through it and you will get benefits in your exam. So, I think up to chapter 6, I am giving you the time to read it also from the screen as well as my voice. Try to concentrate on screen also. So, up to this level, I think it is clear. Now come to the chapter 7. Chapter 7, there are so many points for coordinate geometry you have to remember. What is the horizontal and vertical points, Cartesian plane, x-axis, y-axis, origin, intersection. These terms you have to learn. I am reading it once and you also follow the screen. Here the plane is called Cartesian plane and axes are called coordinate axis. The horizontal axis is called x-axis and vertical is called y-axis. The point of intersection of axis is called origin. And the distance of a point from y-axis is called x-coordinate, abscissa, and the distance between x-axis to y is called ordinate. This abscissa and ordinate, these 2 points is very important. Now the origin has the distance from both x-axis and y-axis so that its abscissa and ordinate both are 0, then that point is known as origin. If the point of x-axis has 0 distance and the coordinate at any point is called an x-axis, similar for y, and the axis is divided the Cartesian plane in 4th part. This 4th part is known as 4th quadrant. Now, from the trigonometric ratio you can able to get from a right angle triangle. From the screen you can able to get that. Here the base is called that is AB, that is we are telling it is base, perpendicular side opposite of the angle, and hypotenuse is the AC in the figure, that is the side opposite of right angle. Now from there we can get sine theta equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse, cosec is just opposite hypotenuse by perpendicular, cos base by hypotenuse, sec opposite of cos, that is hypotenuse by base, tan perpendicular by base, and cot is the opposite of tan, that is base by perpendicular. These are the very important terms in case of trigonometry. So please remember it and follow the screen. Sine, cos, sec, cosec, tan, cot. Now the reciprocal functions of this, the reciprocal of sine is cosec and vice versa, cos, sec, tan, cot. These are the valid acute angles. For all the acute angles you are getting these formulas. Now tan A equal to sine by cos A, and cot equal to sine A cos A by sine A. The value of sine and cos is always in between 0 to 1. Always lesser than 1 or equal 1 you can get. Now from the screen you can able to get, here also I am telling you once again what is sine, cosec, cos, sec, tan and cot values of every angle. Please go through the screen. I already told you, that is perpendicular by hypotenuse will tell you the sine, cosec just the opposite, cos base by hypotenuse, sec just the opposite of cos, tan perpendicular by base, and cot just the opposite of tan. So these all you can able to get, but here in from the triangle or from the screen you can able to get, these all are applicable for the acute angle. And one thing that right now I will tell you what is the sine cos values. I have to discuss it here. In the trigonometric ratio of complementary, that is sine 90 minus A will give you the cos A. What is that? As because sine theta is telling perpendicular by your hypotenuse, and cos theta is telling base by hypotenuse. And what is hypotenuse? That we know, hypotenuse squared equal to base square plus height square. So therefrom we can able to get that these two, cos and sine, they are just if I say the complement part of each other. Now see here, I am telling you sine 90 minus A give you cos A. Cos 90 minus A give you sine A. Similar for tan and cot, sec and cosec, cosec and sec, cot, tan. One thing you have to remember, this identities, that sine square A plus cos square A always gives you 0, and 1 plus tan square equal to sec square A, 1 plus cot square equal to cosec square. Here I am giving it from the screen, you can able to get the all values. See here from the sine, and when sine is 0, cos 1, when cos value is 0, sine 1, when sine in half 30 degree, it will be reflect to the 60 degree of cos, and in 45 everyone is same. So please go through this, follow the screen here. Here I will not tell you the all values, because if I told you once, you can't able to remember. Just it will be better to go through the screen, because it will be beneficial for you. You can able to read it from here. Now come to the next chapter. I think you can be able to get it right now. So the next chapter, that is our circle. For that, the circumference of the circle 2 pi r, area pi r square, length of the arc of the sector of an angle, that is 2 pi r into theta by 360. Area of sector theta by 360 pi r square. And area of segment of the circle, area of the corresponding sectors, area of the corresponding triangles. That much you can able to get from your circle. Now after this chapter 8, chapter 9, 10, 11, 12, these are very important chapter for you obviously, but there that type of formulas which you have to remember, then only you can able to proceed, that is not there. So I am not giving that formulas. I only gives you which is for your board exam important formulas. You just go through once, you can able to answer all the program for that purpose. So here I skip the chapter 9, chapter 10, chapter 11 and chapter 12. Now directly we are coming to the chapter 13, that is surface area and volume. Now before starting this also, I have to tell you, here I am giving only the formulas. In our next lecture, elaborate discussion of each topic will be there. Now come to the chapter 13. There the curve of lateral surface area of cone is given pi rl. Total surface area of the cone is given pi r l plus r. Volume of the cone pi r cube h by 3. Similar for diagonal of the cuboids, l square plus b square plus h square root. Volume of the cuboid lbh. The length of at 12 edges of the cuboid, that is 4 l plus h plus b. Surface area of the cube of side L is known as, that is 6l square. Lateral surface area of the cube 4l square. The volume of the cube L cube, and the diagonal of the cube is also given here. Now for the curved or lateral surface area of the cylinder 2 pi r h. Total surface area of the cylinder 2 pi r h plus r, and the volume of the cylinder pi r square h. Now come to the last chapter, chapter 15, your probability. Here the probability for all formulas is given here. Empirical probability equal to number of trials which is expected outcomes by total number of trials. For the important point about event, that is PA plus PB plus PC equal to always gives us 1. The impossible events, if it is, then PU equal to 0. That means probability is 0. If the surface of certain events sure or certain events what will be there, then the probability always 1. You know the probability should be in between 0 to 1. So here we have to give Px equal to 1. And the probability of any event must be, I have to tell you, it is in between 0 to 1. So if you like this video, then like it, share it with your friends, subscribe our channel and press the bell to get the notification of all our future lectures. So don't miss it to subscribe it and get benefits of this lecture. Thank you for listening.